I ran a little experiment for a week. I turned off every single indicator, no moving averages, no RSI, nothing, and I traded using only one thing, a footprint chart. If you've never seen one, a footprint shows you the actual buying and selling that happened inside each and every candle. And honestly, it changed how I see the market. It's the closest thing to watching the market's real intentions. No lagging signals, no clutter, just the raw order flow. Let me show you the 3 reads that kept paying off, and then how I logged every trade in a paper trading account that is impossible to fake, so you know these results aren't made up. First, the setup, because it's free and takes about a minute. I'm on Bitcoin, on the 15-minute chart, and I set the chart type to footprint. One thing to know, the footprint detail only shows when you zoom in, so I drag the time axis out until every candle's numbers are clearly readable. Now each candle shows the volume at every price, split into buying on one side and selling on the other. The busiest prices are shaded, so they jump right out at you. That's it, a free professional footprint chart. No download, no expensive data feed. It all runs in your browser. Now let's actually read it. Read number 1, absorption. Watch for a price where one side is hammering away. Big selling volume stacking up candle after candle, but price just refuses to fall. That means someone is quietly absorbing every one of those cells, soaking up all that supply without flinching. Whoever it is has real size, and they're not afraid to use it. On a normal candlestick, this looks like nothing. On the footprint, it's obvious. A wall of aggression getting completely eaten. Notice how the selling is heavy, but the candle barely gives ground. And again, right after that absorption, price turned back the other way. That's the smart money doing the opposite of the panicking crowd, and the footprint hands it to you on a plate. This one read alone kept me from shorting into strength more than once. Read number 2, the naked point of control. Remember, the POC is the price with the most volume in a candle. The fairest price where the most business got done. When price trades away from a heavy POC and then doesn't come back to it, that level becomes a magnet, a naked POC. Time after time, price would drift away and then get pulled straight back to that untouched level before making its next real move. So I started using naked POCs 2 ways, as targets to take profit into, and as spots where I could expect a reaction. It's a level the order flow itself drew for me. No guessing required. The market remembers where the real business happened. Read number 3, exhaustion. Near the top of a strong push, I watch the buying at the very highs. When each new high prints less aggressive buying than the last, the footprint numbers visibly shrinking right at the extreme. The auction is running out of fuel. That's exhaustion, and it's an early warning that the rally is about to roll over, often before price gives any obvious signal. So think of it this way. Absorption tells me someone is quietly defending a level. Exhaustion tells me the crowd is simply spent. Between those 2 reads, I had a genuine handle on most of the turns. It's the difference between a trend just pausing and a trend actually ending. Now, why should you trust any of this? Because I logged every trade in Noroview's paper trading, and it's deliberately built so that you cannot cheat it. Before I click, I lay the trade out with the position tool so I can see my risk, my reward, and the ratio right on the chart. I can even size the position by risk, as I set a fixed percentage of my account. So the trade is sized by math, not by emotion. Then I place a small order, and it fills only on the live market in real time. There's no rewind button and no perfect hindsight fill. Here's the key part. The account's balance, leverage, and fees are all locked in the moment you create it. There is no deposit button, no withdraw button, and no editing your history after the fact. Every fill is time-stamped by the server, so you can't backdate a winner. And once a trade is closed, it's locked into your record for good. The app even scores your account quality and plots your equity curve, so over time, you see an honest picture of whether you have an edge. It even benchmarks you against simply buying and holding Bitcoin. That means the track record you build here is genuinely real. I'll close this one back out and we're flat again. So, the verdict? 1 week on nothing but a footprint chart taught me more about why price actually moves than months of stacking indicators ever did. Absorption, naked POCs, and exhaustion. 3 reads, all free, all right in your browser. The footprint didn't hand me magic entries. It handed me context. So here's your challenge. Open the free footprint, spin up a paper account, and just try to catch those three things yourself. The full footprint and paper trading walkthroughs are linked below. If this was useful, subscribe for a new order flow breakdown every week, and I'll see you in the next one.